off, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Yellow! Our go little lady! And Ripley!
48,
43! 43!
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Yellow, yellow!
48, Routine Smith. Woo!
Our time!
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he's
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy. He's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. On 2nd down now, it's Hill. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
56. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Short. 6 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Ricky. Hey, watch it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Jackson on 1st down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 39-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Williams. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch. Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him. He'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I'm coming.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Frank Clark, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Take it at the 37. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Check 3, check 3.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
56 is the mic. 56 is the mic. Silver.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Snead. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Single, slot.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and goal at the 4.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check. Hey, look, 48. Hey, you don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go, Steve. Tighten up. Check nickel. Check.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for up. He's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, 91 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete, so he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And with just one. Second remaining in the first half. They'll call the timeout.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now this throw caught left side. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Lucky. Check. 49. Check 49.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run it again with Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12. Yellow. The 33-yard line.
48 Mike. Echo.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, Snead's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike 48. Mike 48.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got a first down past the 30. He is going to find Hill here. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Williams. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ingram's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out here in the I. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Back to throw, Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
He's crashing.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Caught by Snead over the middle. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.